p.m., DMX suffered a heart attack at his home in the White Plains area of New York. Emergency services were called, paramedics arrived, and they performed resuscitation efforts for roughly half an hour. They got his heart beating again. They got a pulse back, but it was already too late for the part of him that mattered most. His brain had gone too long without oxygen, and he had suffered catastrophic brain damage. They rushed him to White Plains Hospital and put him on life support, on a ventilator, in the ICU. And then his family waited. For a whole week, they waited. Outside the hospital, fans and family held prayer vigils. His ex-wife, Tashara Simmons, and his fiancée, Desiree Lindstrom, Exodus's mother, were photographed embracing during one of those vigils. People posted up outside chanting his name, blasting his music, throwing up the X with their arms crossed, praying for a miracle the doctors had already quietly counted out. Inside, Desiree wasn't leaving that man's side for nothing. She later spoke on what that vigil felt like for the woman who loved him the most. She wasn't giving up.
I wasn't giving up. I didn't care if I was looking like a walking zombie. I wasn't gonna give up on him.
But brain function tests reportedly showed no improvement. He never woke up. He never came back to consciousness. And on the morning of April 9th, after his organs began to fail, he was pronounced dead at 50 years old, with his family by his side. For Desiree, that loss was everything. This wasn't no celebrity to her. This was the center of her whole world.
And he was my best friend. He was all I had. He was everything. He was my world.
Months later, in July of 2021, the Westchester County Medical Examiner's Office determined the official cause: a cocaine-induced heart attack. The addiction that had been on his back his whole grown life, the addiction that jumped off, like we about to see, when he was just 14, finally took him. And it took a father from a 4-year-old who's gonna spend the rest of his life understanding more each year exactly what that mean. The family put out a statement. They called him a warrior who fought till the very end, and said that he loved his family with all of his heart, and that part's real. By every account he did, especially the youngest one, but love, turns out, was never X's problem. DMX had more love in him than damn near anybody. What he had was demons that kept getting in between that love and the people he aimed it at. And ain't nobody gonna feel the absence of that love harder than the lil man who got the least amount of time with him. In them months right after his pops died, Exodus did what any lil kid do. He grieved without really understanding what grieving even was. In September of 2021, his mother Desiree posted that then 5-year-old Exodus misses his daddy so much. And there's one detail from that stretch that, real talk, might be one of the saddest things I ever came across in any story like this. They went to visit DMX's gravesite together, and little Exodus, in the pure literal logic of a child, said he wanted to go to heaven to visit his daddy. Desiree broke down that heartbreaking exchange in her own words.
He tells me now that he wants to go to heaven with his daddy, that he wants to visit him.
He wanted to go visit him, the way you'd pull up on anybody you missed. In his lil mind, heaven was just a spot you could roll through and come back from. Like somebody crib, like the park, like anywhere. And no matter how soft she tried to explain it, that lil head kept landing in the same hopeful place.
Understand, he just says, I'm gonna be back, mommy. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna come back.
I'm gonna be back, mommy. A 4-year-old out here trying to negotiate with death itself. And his mother, a woman who had just lost the love of her life, had to find the words to gently break it to her baby that it wasn't that kind of visit. That you